Shooting at the gun, some products, and I thought I would talk about this case made of aluminum and stuff. It's a Longhouse. It's something new they come out with. I personally have carried this knife. It's the way you open it is there's this part here. You put your thumb on it, pull it, flip it on out. It's a liner lock. It's really a great knife. I will be doing a further review on this while back at the hacienda. So I appreciate you coming out. Like us and follow us at Warriors and Sheepdogs. Thank you. A lot of times, many times, many users of pocket knives and some sheath knives, small ones, is by farmers who use it at work, reach down in there in the tiny, hard to get places, scrape some crud out, or in this case, it's cotton stripper, some little pieces of balls of cotton, cutting strings, sharpening up wooden stakes. So case pocket knives have many uses for many different kinds of people and for different kinds of tasks as well. So this is kind of a beginning of shots being taken out on our family farm. There's 3 head of horse we have out here, kind of helping the family to have a place for them. They're very friendly. They're over in another pen, or they'd be over here licking on this camera. Anyway, we're going to head back down that way, down on the creek. This is big white-tailed deer country, by the way. Yep, here's some round bells. They pelt up in brome.
Case knife works good when you're feeding cattle. You rip that off.
Yeah.
That cover.
They use their case knives to rip that cover off when you're feeding them round bells. My uncle sitting next to me here is telling me about that. Here's where the hay was cut out here. It's pretty tall. It's about waist high or taller. Yeah, we're going down this little old logging road here. Just kicked up a bunch of wild turkey run back into the timber. Got a lot of wild turkey out here. Probably one night we was watching, we saw about 30 wild turkey running around with a bunch of 10 or 15 white-tailed deer a little bit south of here. Grew up as a kid out here hunting, fishing, having a good time. We're at lunch with my uncles. They talked about some guy saw a Bigfoot out east of here, but I don't know. It's a pretty open area. It's pretty ranch lands, not much timber, not woods, not much cover to hide from creeks. Little draws in there, but I don't know. Well, we're getting down here near the river. There's a bunch of, looks like a cattle stampede, but this is actually deer tracks. Wind's blowing them around a little bit. We had a little wind today. It's down to 21 degrees. This case knife right here, just perfect for this area. This kind of stuff, perfect for farming, ranching hunters. Very sturdy. You can clean a buck with this. You can clean an elk with this. This is a great pocket knife. So we're walking down through here, coming out in a gigantic sandbar, and there's the herd of stampeding deer through here. All kinds of stuff.
heading that way, this way. Occasional cougar mountain lion will wander in here coming from the north. We don't have any wild hogs so far, but they're on the way. Well, this is the river. It seems to be taking itself going this westerly direction and eating out some territory over there, moving dirt around, moving sand around. Tore through that bank over there pretty good. Had a bald eagle nest in a tree right over here, but the tree fell into the river, and before that ever happened, it moved its nest down there. So they may have had some kind of a idea that on down there ways used to be a, I don't know, 6 foot downs, an old Indian village, artifacts and stuff. And they show up on this sandbar every once in a while, buffalo horns and skulls and such. But lots of deer out here, lots of deer. One night we saw like 70 head on one wheat field. So yeah, it's a pretty good place. It's a good place to deer hunt and use your Case knife to clean that deer. Big old buck, hopefully. I was after one that weighed 285 after he got field dressed, so it's pretty good size deer here, and they're not mule hybrid either. Anyway, I love it out here, man. I just love it out here. I know Fred and subarctic Alaska and Sasquatch loves Alaska, but you can't beat this quietness, this timber, and all the wildlife that roams this area here. Peace and quiet, low crime rate out in the big cities. So yeah, great place. Some of these tracks here I noticed are the wild turkey flock they have here. I think for the last few years it's maintained around 100 birds. It's not 100, they're not 100 here anymore. So I mean, the permit's more than you can buy one in the store for, but it's all about the hunt, right? Well, I cleaned my turkey I shot with a bow many years ago with my Case pocket knife, double-bladed trapper. Don't seem too concerned, do they? Yep, they're just kind of easing away from us. But anyway, we're talking about this today. It is the Longhouse, Case Longhouse. It is this is really not bad. Well, presentation wise, if you're giving this as a gift, the Longhouse here is, you can flip it open by putting your fingers on top of this ridge right here, and you can open it like that one-handed. Has a pocket clip, is really nice. I've tried that in dress pants, western dress pants and jeans, and it carries real well, stays close to your pocket, gets in there deep enough that it doesn't ride up on you. Anyway, this is the Case Longhouse. The blade is almost 3.5 inches, 3.4 inches, made of CMP 20 CD steel, stone washed, really like that. Closed, it's 4.0 inches, and handle is OD green. Canvas micarta, smooth, really like this, really nice. So they also have this in rosewood and black burlap micarta handles as well. You might check that out on their website, which is just go to Google case.com. Anyway, it's great, great many knives there, so you may be conflicted about which one you'd like to have besides this Longhouse. Anyway, this is a great knife. You know, if you need it for all kinds of utility purposes, including maybe skinning that Bigfoot you finally caught, or some encrypted, or in the case of zombie apocalypse, close quarter combat, it still will work, even though it'll be a little more messier than a longer blade knife. But anyway, this is a fine everyday carry utility knife, self-defense knife. If you need to do that, it's better than bare knuckles, of course. Handgun is probably the best way to self-defense, but if you don't have that luxury, then this is really a good knife. It will protect you, used properly, if you're properly trained with knives. Anyway, comes out very sharp. It'll do that job too. I've dressed out a mule deer and a female cow elk in one afternoon with a knife similar in size to this. Maybe the blade was slightly shorter. So this knife is very capable of cleaning deer, elk. Anybody that's ever hunted those larger game, no, even a bear, this will. It's plenty big enough knife. You don't need a Bowie knife to clean those big animals like that. This is quite satisfactory for that. Anyway, this is a great knife. I've tested it, kept it clean, put some oil in there. Always do that. Put your oil in there, rub some oil on your blade, rub it in. Be careful, don't cut yourself, and on these metal parts here, and then wipe it down. I always wipe it down with a paper towel to get all the excessive oil off of it, so I don't stain some pants I have. I wear it in, but this is a great knife for everyday carry. I highly recommend it. It's the top-notch quality. You could probably carry this and pass this on to your son or grandsons. It could be an heirloom for sure, because it's that type of quality cases. You know, there's a lot of people collect guns and stuff, but worldwide, in my opinion, humble opinion, the worldwide best guns that are people collect guns and stuff, but worldwide, in my opinion, humble opinion, the worldwide best guns that are collected worldwide are handguns or Colt, rifles, shotguns or Winchester, and pocket knives or Case. It's because of the heritage and this is a great knife. I highly recommend it. Fits in hand real well. It's very capable for self-defense, but and all other reasons that you would want a knife, but mainly a knife to use for cutting, utilitarian purposes, stuff like that. But it can be turned into a self-defense weapon if you would want to. So thank you for coming visiting back at Warriors and Sheepdogs. Please like us and subscribe to our channel. Okay, hope you're blessed and you'll be safe, and see you next time.